Recess 15 minutes. See you later. Very just part of those. We're Joey. Joey. Joey, come on. She can explain. We're gonna recess and give them a few minutes. Okay, that's okay. Okay, and 15 minutes time. Okay, the meeting's called to order. Well, let's do. Yeah. You want to go ahead with me? I'm making a recess for 15 minutes to go. Get here. Takes one to go. Is that posted? I second the motion. All in favor? Say aye.
Oh,
Aye. Okay, so you just wait for me.
I still mess up.
Can we? Okay. Reopen the meeting. At 12:24. You have. Your heavenly Father. The beautiful weather. Being able to meet. Lord, may we think about the people of Yancey County as liberated. And I pray to God that we would seek your face in all these things we have. Okay. Next thing is the approval of the agenda. And Joe's. Hang on. And put down in number 10. I put in just the first of the numbers in case anybody wanted to make a recommendation for closed session, but you will put the other number with it, just like attorney privilege that was a what. So I don't think that 2 or 3 of those that actually apply to us. I just put that down so it'd be quick for you to look it up. And I make a motion to approve the agenda. A second. All in favor? Okay. Approved. Okay, Joe. You weren't here last time. So I kept you a pet.
What?
Okay. Unfortunately, I left and I did this food. Didn't mean everything. So it's easy to do. Because I'm gonna read out. And then here, the closed session minutes to look at. And then here is the emergency meeting minutes for what was closed session. Storm. If people who need one, I'm going to sign this and pass it around. Closed session. That's it. And I do apologize for that. There was so much I didn't understand. Any questions or comments about this? Okay. This is this is it.
changed it. Randy Butler's last name's supposed to be, I'm just changing it. That's now. That's where we're signing.
I've written it.
And then I have the minutes. Yeah. I did, I did.
Let me put that in.
Because I can't get open without portfolio.
Well, well, it's like,
Thank
you
you.
know,
You did good.
I do a lot of it. Yeah.
And I guess in a way, wrong or copy of the closed minutes in the shred box. Is that what we want? Yeah.
I'd like to see it back.
Okay. Table off what? Julie. See what? Her head sign. Isn't that right?
Either or.
I don't know.
Oh,
Okay, this is long. Start on one side.
No. Those minutes. And April 2nd, sign a copy of. Thank you.
So it was the fourth thing at the day.
Pardon me. It was, 117.
Thank you. All right.
Make a motion. You actually don't have to make a motion. Oh, okay. According to. Robert's rules. You don't need to do that if we sign. The signature stands for that. So, is that all right?
Yeah, because the last time we forgot, she made that. We made a motion to approve and she didn't have to. So I called. Signatures on it, that was the same thing. I'm pretty,
Public. No public, unless you want. Okay, the next is me. I really don't have that much to discuss. I guess y'all watch the state boards. Read about them. Yancey. I didn't do it all. I didn't do it. It ain't on this. No problem whatsoever. Saying that it could not be, they were not doing it. So. Yeah. Jackson, because they passed away. Election to begin with. I admire that. Burn County. In that.
And I don't appreciate that field with no funding.
Goodness. They could. Yeah, they can. Part of it, but still not our.
No. But they wait.
Well, I guess they could. They, what was the word they used? Deny. I guess that's about it for me. Okay. Any other?
The only thing that I really have is that we do have stormwater file. July, 12 November. July 6th, 5 p.m. So let's start the 12 noon. Then 5 p.m. on June. Or 5.
June 5th.
Starts June 8th. At 12 noon. On July. Right, July. Which is just August there. We'd leave on the 7th and come back. I don't know. About that.
That's in June.
Yeah. So maybe it'll be the 9th.
Seven through the 9th.
Yeah.
Would y'all want to? But it all for us, and I don't see the reason why we couldn't.
Oh,
Meredith, have a director, anything for us to know, could you email?
Oh,
So had, did one of you attend the?
yes, I'll go next.
Okay.
The last, because the next one, that was. this coming Thursday. I don't know, is there anything? I think so. Of course, y'all know we've been closed 20th for Memorial Day. Other than that, I think it's August, so just let me know that. And if we do it before the end of this month, we get a little bit of a discount. Everything's great for us. So just let me know. I can sign you up right to almost the last minute. It will be this start. Break. Otherwise.
Okay.
All right. And then another thing that a person meeting, short three, commissioners meeting on April 3rd. And Dina says, Forest Service presented, Forest Service on parks, how the parks was coming along. They do not have black women at this time, but they do have the hemlocks. The hemlocks is sites is back. They will be handed out. So that's certainly, let's say they just wrote it in and at this point, we had all departments had a meeting. It looked like their budget, there was a budget. And we're just now the property that was lost probably. And the time it was time for the road tax office. So when they open or some of the land plus all the land. Forest, that's hundreds of acres that's happened, so that's a lot, all of our taxes. Other than that, what you said, watch your mouth, that's the gas prices. Can't have them out anywhere, it's open, none of us have them. GPS, GPS installed on it. Well, you rate on driver training, whenever that again. Towards the end of the year budget. That's something that didn't affect us either because we don't try. It was bringing this out there. Budget, we still have something in our budget left to spend if there's. When we sit down, but that's a sign and stuff that we can get out of this one. So next year, if it's tight, we'll still be okay. We'll be fine. My computer in the back crashed. Computer. Other than that,
Talking about signs there, the state board suggested that we have signs for the public in case of emergency, like the doors don't open or something. They have a number to call,
okay,
and that would be good.
okay.
That would help.
I know they've reached out. Can't remember exactly what it was. All of them that reached out about signs, some kind of signs, but I think it was just handicap and curbside signs. So they all say it. So we just need to get together and see what needs to be put on it.
Yeah.
Or whatever you want on it. That's just something we can make here in the office. That would be something. That's just something we can make.
Well, they said it might be the state would help on that because they suggest open signs where it can really be safe,
Okay.
you know.
They're like 200 feet already.
Now, you can hold at 80,000.
No, I guess that calls back. And just for dispersed, whatever.
We need to be sure we get whatever we need.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
Laptops.
and then 40.
Okay.
Mhm.
Is that something that y'all want me to just run some quotes with? And then bring it to you guys because that may go back to
Yeah.
because this purchase needs to be turned in within the next 2 weeks. Yeah, because all deals, we can't make that purchase after June 1st. Because that allows all May will be closed out in June. You see what I'm saying? Like, all of the purchases, anything.
Yeah.
So, I'm trying to think what would have been. Do I know anybody that does that, like, professionally? I wonder if it's something IT. Maybe I'll reach out to the NCAA group, see who already does it. They use. And then we'll go.
I think it would be very helpful, especially like if we had had the ability during the students. To have a state bucket, it would have helped me.
I don't know if it's a record. It would just be live. If you want to record it, that'll be a whole.
You're
Because you're gonna have to record it, you're gonna have that. For someone. But now, if it goes live, a page on YouTube, and it goes live, and it's stored forever. So we would have to worry about it.
Only on YouTube,
Gotcha.
30 days on social media, that's all.
That's all it is, 30 days.
Yeah, YouTube will stay forever, but 30 days on social.
We don't miss them.
If it was something very important, we could just. USA.
Yeah.
I'll do that, I will be already. Other than that, I think that's about all of us. You might think of anything else that. And the signs that I'm talking about, we went to the precincts, this one's been run over. So that's the sign. That's one. Because they were. Yeah, there, we had 5 or 10 years. I didn't try this on those one.
Yes. In good condition.
Oh, yeah, they are. And they're still really good stuff. It's not even, this fact, not even put it out there for us. Usually they'll give us like a 5 or 6 year warning. To say, like, the deadline's coming up, you need to go to the office for Kevin Finance office. And so we've done that for many years, between putting money back. Between the M100s and the ES200s, we started putting money back probably 6 years. No, but so we're still good. They do list, they do maintenance on them, and every year just come and perform that. So they do it right at the end of a budget cycle, so that way they're good to go for November, but then when they. So, because we never have a budget. Right. So they're done for it. So there's some maintenance. And they have to upkeep them. Okay, so that's how I've got, remember in July, go ahead and start thinking about it. And let's see, July, the 24th, we need to have our plan submitted, approved and submitted to the state. So a lot of counties are going ahead and doing that, but I'm just gonna throw that out there. You'll have to have it done to the state by the 24th of the. And we need, all of our trainings are gonna start first week of September in order to get everybody in and get everything done. Election. So I was kind of looking at right, our party chairs having their workers list, if anything is changing from the primary to us no later than.
Do you like everything?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it was August to get the letter out. We did it in the mail. Right here, mail the letters out on August the 3rd. That gives them 3 weeks to plan before the first training starts.
What's something?
One summer. Early vote.
Okay,
Yeah, early vote now, it's in the state. So we got to get that, probably put that on the, we can put that on the June agenda, or we can put it on the slide.
Chairman Bowman,
2/31, 12 noon.
and that's if there's any change.
Yeah, any changes from the record.
okay.
No, because those trainings will actually start September the 9th. In order to get them in and get them done. We've been trying to work really hard, hopefully people can better. Maybe there's some more class participation in case they learn.
Also, I'm going to say this, one of the chief judges at Blue Ridge did get key to the door, and one did, and the one that did it, and that's why they did. So if the other one had brought it, that would be, big. So anyway, my emphasize.
She lost Peter's door.
The school. Is she recorded?
Yeah,
I hope she recorded maybe today.
but they need to give them the day before, so
I need to get them a couple ways.
yeah. Well, I think she did. And even the principal. So anyway, that's good to know. Bad.
I'm just gonna keep using recess for this month. Motto, like you fail. When you do trainings and stuff, those things, wow, that you feel like a failure. But
But
Martha likes to remind. That Ray's never gonna do that. And from his training, and from the paperwork, he opened 100 plaques on that. They didn't even work, but he knew exactly.
And
What to do, and had never done it before.
see,
that's a good.
Like, it made me feel, it felt good, I didn't know that
Yes.
but right. Well, we read that one.
Oh, and he called us.
Oh, he would have.
And gave me your name. That's how we do it. Timing. Questions, and let's try to get it.
Everybody. But then, finally get that.
It does.
So, anyway. Okay, that's it. What about all fix?
I couldn't find any old songs, it was just the calendar that we didn't.
They might be having that. Okay. Any business? I guess we'll take that up. It's our next meeting. We do need vote on and decide on one stop. Early voting.
Yeah, I wanted to take it early enough to work that you can get out here and look and get some input, maybe as the board. People are more. Also, our voters, the voters.
Now, will you be using your,
I don't know that, I can't even, but anyway, the legislature day. Before everybody went down, met with the legislature, those that whatsoever. One of the big things that people were asking, that all counties were asking for, was for them to look more into maybe not so much statewide uniformity, but county specific. So that would give more leeway to where that, here in the, I mean, Yancey County, they open at 7 o'clock on Wednesday, not probably. But Thursdays and Fridays, we could probably benefit. We're saying the past, you know, would give us back that leeway to work with our. We'll see what happens. We'll see what, that was one of the things that they were, everybody in the room was taking too long.
And I think
Okay, that's it.
because
Every county is different, every county's needs is different. And if you've got a population of 100,000 and more, then you can all have a machine in there. You got a population of what, 15,000 or something? We pretty much summed up with any of our others. We've opened up at 6:30 before and we've sit here till after 8:30 and not have no. So that's not very long. But after 5:30 is popular, after 5 o'clock is popular for people to get up. Whereas early mornings, it would be nice to go to
That was about 6 o'clock.
about 6:30. I said about 6:30, that would give everybody. But under the law that it is right now, we, yes, that's all. It's either 7 to 7, or is it 8 to 7? I think it's 8 to 7.
It was 8 to 7:30.
8 to 7, okay.
Yeah. I think it's 8 to 7.
So it's either 8 to 7:30 or all. So.
No, you,
Probably not, no. Not here. Because usually, because what ended up happening, I always plan for busy. Or to plan for busy, and when we realize we're supposed to send people home, then to plan lots and get hit hard and have ground to find people. So it'll just be like it wasn't. Because it takes the same amount of work.
Because we had most days all for those fields and somebody out there.
one thing,
Curbsiding.
one thing I suggested is rotating. Instead of having certain ones, a bunch of days, one day.
Well, what we're trying to do is we let them send us what they can work. And that's what we go with.
Some of them, they need to be rotated.
Okay. And then you gotta think to try to keep that person,
Right.
because some days you have one party that. Women is happy.
That would work. But try to.
And it's all I can do. And I do for our no campaign in the parking lot, I did buy staples. Because like I said, the signs are getting run over, so we are going to be doing a big orange line with painting. No campaign versus those signs. Those signs get run over, the wind blows them, sometimes things can happen. Where's the asphalt itself? And we also bought no, parking signs. We all say it in the past primary, somebody may have heard of it. Because of the way people work in here and parking. All, so we bought no parking. So. They can feel the election near there.
I'm just, I haven't been a radio.
There has been. There has been. No, but I call. But I think the no parking will help with the maintenance. When you go parking both places. It's faster. So hopefully that.
Oh, that sounds good.
Any other suggestions? Do we maybe want to have a work day or something to go over? Things that we needed to do, sit down with office staff. Do you just want to maybe do that?
That would be good.
Open session. It's fair. No, there's things on arrogant. We've been done. As an office staff. What would have been better if we would have done it? But so if we have sat down and kind of.
That way,
Oh, maybe somebody's on the check sheet. Yeah.
They have a check sheet,
No, but then what you tell me, then.
and keep it all so that people phone in on the phone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need, that's what I'm saying. I think after every election, we need a work session. Says, look, this wasn't working here, but it worked fine over here. So that way we can identify where our problems are, where it needs to be better. What, if I mess up on something, somebody said, better, can you try it? It's like, well, fine, this election. And then we'll sit down and say, you know what, this election, it worked on good. That's the only way we're ever getting better is if we
And
just,
I think we need to do that for,
I do too, Martha.
because, well,
Yes.
it's still,
Mm-hmm.
and think about, not only that, does the board run it and deliver some of the stuff that's in, just like I would do Blue Ridge. And everything's fine. No, it's real stuff problem.
I have always said that primaries are our worst.
I hope so.
Because they've not done it in 2 years. I mean, we do. Or like. Maybe. The family altogether could not run an election. They are.
They are what
They are the groundwork behind what we, the student.
they do.
But they do it they do it twice a year, every other year. That's it. They do it twice a year, every other year. To have people in here, grade A, but, and you said I'm not able to, you know, I think it'd be a great idea. We went wrong, because I can, we went wrong. But, like I said, we've been going over. Every set of eyes, we've been going over. Training slide. Because Missy learns different than I do. You learn. You learn. I mean, it's that way, even in our school system, they can ask more about it. You know, how do you teach those? It's just, I put a slide on it. And we read it and we go over it. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not that kind of person. I need a hands-on. I need something. So do we have like a kids exercise to where that they take some children and a scenario in front of them. And they need to answer it really quickly after we've done the slide. You know, let's see what you learn. Let's do what this. Let's throw a scenario out there. It's 2:00 in the middle of the day. You see a student quit working. Once the chief judge is outside doing a curbside, you're not the judge in the building.
I think that would be good.
What happens here? What needs to happen here too? That way they're having to come up with it now. So if they're working on it ahead of time, when it actually happens, hopefully some of that will. And we can change that around for every station, just like you're talking about they couldn't get their laptops up and running. Well, judge's responsibility. Those people were trained on that second station to have that laptop up and running. They're the ones. So they need to know. If it doesn't, they may have, they may have said, hey, that's why judge was over there. I can't get this to work. We don't know. But we need to make sure everybody's aware that situation comes up. What do you do? Contact. What is the protocol? What is the backup procedure? Because there's no reason in a precinct from 6:30 to 7:30 that a ballot should not, a voter should not be able to, or a ballot should not be able to that machine. Because we're paper ballot. No point. There's no. But, and I felt like maybe I failed my training. Did I explain enough to them so that they knew what? So that's all we'll go back through to make double check, make sure, maybe make up some exercises they can do hands on. Because hey, we're not here, y'all are at the precinct, you're on your own. I know a lot of our states we have CPA exercises. Emergency. buy it. That's how I learned. So we've got to try. Years ago, the questionnaire to send out, ask questions about how do you learn better. I thought maybe even something like that online and figure out how each person does learn after we get the list of things. So then we can, if we've got one that's all hands on, both sides. We do all hands on training. We bring them because we offer to get anyways. So why not have one verbal, one read, and then if we need to divide it up that way on. Yeah, you know. And then
Then they catch it.
and then, well, it's a perfect world, we can get all three judges from every precinct in here and train together versus letting them pick where they get to come. Because you need to know judges in that precinct. You need to know who the three is that's leaning on it. We try to make it for three judges trainings, just pick whichever one works for you, but it would be better as a precinct. And actually train together. I think that would.
Yeah, that's good.
We're really looking into it. We're really trying to figure it out.
Might make a difference.
I know we all. The evaluation for counties is to emergency situation. We did. But let's just say right now, the volunteer call in this building, we go. Where do we go? What do we do? Where would we evacuate to? Where would we, I mean, yeah, no, I know. Sure about county. One of their board members went back in her pocket. And they forgot her because she went to the bathroom. It did not go well, but they learned. That's what it's for. That's fine. And then I'm honest, and I've told them they're having the same. I've given papers for our because with them being in the building with us, that puts them under the same emergency situations that we could possibly get. Vice versa. But somebody come in, especially with all the FEMA and with all the things. And if somebody got one, the person did, and then they're upset. It's like you just don't ever know what filter in. But anyways, well, so, let's schedule one. And that first one, the first one, let's just strictly, that would just be to visit the last election and see what went wrong, what went right, and we'll go from there.
Once a day.
Or not. Jackson's got doctor's appointment on the 22nd. Meeting's got a doctor's appointment on the 26th. Other than that, it's not something for us unless you've got anything. So, okay, well, I think. So.
Ready? I have got dentist appointment this afternoon, May 19th.
I guess it's just like my mom. Just do it.
Yeah.
Just like that. I'll just do it after 5.
No.
What is it? Sleep. Okay.
Later.
Or if we need to do 4, 3. Something like that.
That's all I can read right
Okay, well, see, that's the reason I said Joey works, so it's good.
Right.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I'm good. Wednesday.
Okay.
Let's do it, like you said, 2 or 3 o'clock. Can we do 2 more?
39.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah. I can, we can do it, we're here. There's someone who works for us.
Anybody?
Don't watch action. What? What? Rick, you got anything new? Okay.
The 20th.
I'm actually, one extra invoice here, because he was the precinct, so he might be the same.
What time? Well,
Well, Ethan Baker said, and I said, he'll bring a different clock to it, he actually worked precincts. So. You can tell me. Or I need to have her. When, first read? Oh, yes, he did. So we said on the 20th.
we'll see.
He was working very.
Yes.
He is off the corner.
I better say he's very proud.
Okay.
That sounds good. How that's it. Okay, I guess that's it with other business. Anybody have anything else?
I'll hold it. We missed you, Joe.
Excuse me?
We missed you.
Yes.
Kelly was there. Is she not? I'm so sorry.
What did the doctor say?
Is it still with her? So I went to her.